Welcome. Good morning to another morning stream. Yeah, good. Let me share this out. You know, get to work. I think yeah. X. Copy that in Discord. Share that. Okay, so we shared everything. Okay, anyways, well, I don't know. Just check chats. Okay. Here we go. So, and then here we go. Cause Spearman. Do we? Okay, yeah. We're working on this bruiser today. And after Hammer, we had a shaded guy that. And I think he's just supposed to be like some sort of assassin. I think I know where I got him from, but I don't think we're going to include him in yet. So let's do the bruiser. Down. Another layer there. I'll call him a bruiser just because he's big. He probably punch is probably supposed to pack a wall up or whatever. Here we go. Hey, it's too early to draw. You're always saying that, Alpha. How are you this morning? You're always saying it's too early to draw, and I'm always drawing early. I'm tired. That's what I said. Well, that's because you stay up all night working because you sleep all day and don't work. You should get yourself an energy drink or two and try and stay up all day and actually try and do some of the stuff that you want to get done, and that way maybe you can sleep at night while doing everything during the day. Yeah. So I get less done. When I stay up too late, I can't focus. Yeah. Actually, I think more in your case when you stay up too long. I don't know. Is this lesson? Yes, it is. This is page 2. I'm drawing. I believe it's Philistine army. here in the first panel. I'm on the last guy that I want to draw in here. So, which is good. I think this is a bigger. I think the skirt is longer than the other guys, but maybe it just seems longer because he's bigger. They're supposed to be bigger. Okay, so there's legs right there. Leg goes there. Think what I might do for lesser known Bible stories too. Once I get number one done, I might see whether I can get three or four people to do different stories based on it. Well, their sequel, I'm not sure whether I'd call it that, but there are several stories in the Bible that a lot of people don't know. I'd say so. Like, I've actually sort of mapped out, I think, lesser known Bible stories too. Uh, no, I don't want it docs, not drive. Yeah, let's see. Page 1, panel 1. After Abimelech, there arose to save Israel Tola, son of Puah, the son of Judah, the man of Issachar, and he dwelt in Shamir, in the mountains of Ephraim. He judged Israel 23 years, and he died and was buried in Shamir. Not much of a story, but not sure whether I should change it to lesser known Bible stories or lesser known Bible people. After him arose Jarrah, Jair, Jair, a Gilead, and he judged Israel 22 years. Now he had 30 sons and who rode on 30 donkeys. They also had 30 towns which are called Haveth Jar to this day, which is in the land of Gilead. And after Jair died, was was buried in Kaman, and was buried in Kaman. So that's sort of the first story. Not much there. Then we go to page 7, panel 1. After Jephthah, Isabban of Bethlehem judged Israel. He had 30 sons, and he gave away 30 daughters, and he gave away 30 daughters in marriage. Does that mean the guy had 60 kids? And bought in 30 daughters from elsewhere for his sons. He judged Israel 7 years. Then Ibazan, I should say, died and was buried at Bethlehem. After him was Elon the Zebulite, judged Israel. He judged Israel 10 years. There's not a lot to these lesser known Bible stories, unfortunately. A lot of these characters, but he probably had a lot of wives. That's probably true too. Hey, Grant, run a brush through your hair and put on some lipstick or something. Sheesh. I ain't putting on any lipstick. I've done that once. And how are you, Grant? Okay, so let's bring it. There we go. So yes, there are plans for lesser known Bible stories too. I don't think it's going to be quite as exciting as lesser known Bible stories 1. Yeah, same here. Good Steve and you. And my whole goal about lesser known Bible stories isn't teaching any meanings in the scriptures of them. It's just to let them know about these people and their actions or whatever. So, maybe it's not supposed to be the most exciting story. It is the Bible, right? I know that's bad. Jeez. No. Jeez. I think you're listening to two different podcasts. You're confusing mine with one of them. Uh, uh, you said you wanted them to know about the people, not peepholes. See. Okay, I'm gonna put this layer above the sword blade. This way I can draw. Now we can carve everything here. Doo-doo-doo. And low alpha did peer through the people in the wooden fence, only to enrage his female counterpart. And so there cometh a bucket, and it did strike his head sorely. Putting elf. Oh yes, it is now official. I was talking to Raul off air last night. He is on the flame number one. He is no longer on Snowdrift number. Right now, he's no longer on Snowdrift number three. We'll be finding a new artist for Snowdrift number three because we have Alpha on Canadian Shield 4 and Snowdrift 2. So so there is some more news for Cross Comics. I don't know because that's not part of Cross Comics. I don't even know where that book would be from. A few scars. The jaundice snow villain antagonist and enemy to the RCMP everywhere. Okay, I like him. That's Bruiser guy. Okay, so I don't really have a hand for him on the one hand. And you know what? We're gonna put it on this. You can always hide his hand behind a shield. A Roman one, Canadian. Yes, I can, but no. I've done that for most of the characters. For this, I've decided not to this time. Okay, so making it too big. Do that. Sneaky Rick. That's just sneaky, taking shortcuts. Who even suggests a thing? Probably up. Give him some hair on his hands. Maybe some hair. Some hair on his legs. There. And with that, add in a few other guys that I took out. Okay, so now we gotta figure out this bruiser. Spearman is gonna be behind the bruiser. So let's say here. Is that kind of David's mighty men? No, these are Philistine soldiers. This is way before David. This is the part of the Philistine army. I believe it's the Philistines. Because the guy in this is Shamgar is the hero. We'll be next panel. We'll be seeing him starting to lay into a bunch of guys. Not Shamgar. Shamgar. Yeah. Shamgar killed 600 Philistines with an ox goad. Okay, so I think sword guy here is going to be in front of the bruiser, so we need to take the bruiser down a little. Okay. Yeah, oops, my bad. How could I not remember that? Need to start reading again if I remain pain free. I'll be able to sleep normally again and schedule my morning Bible reading. No biggie. Not like too many people have heard of Shamgar, so he's just a nobody. And we're going to actually end up having to do another pass at this. And we need to put one little thing on here. Okay, so that. Head and shoulders, sword, shield. Yes, sword and shield guy here needs a little bit of raise because he is behind. There we go. Okay, so there we have a little bit of a Philistine army. What do you think? Next is I got to figure out the background for a bunch of this, but we have in the next panel, of course, we got Philistine spear guy coming in here. We got a Philistine guy, his hand being chopped off with the ox goad by Samgar. And then third panel, we have Shamgar disemboweling, cutting somebody through the gut with the ox goad. So we'll probably start Philistine 2 with this one, although we got part of Shamgar in there. So we're gonna first off circle that. And we're gonna cut that out. And we're going to put that in Shamgar. There we go. That way we're just dealing with the Philistine and Philistine group. And we can bring his opacity down and create another layer. We got time to start this guy, so let's use that curve. Let's bring that up to 10. Let's put this shield on a different layer. There. Gotta force myself to start the day. We'll leave this running. Have a great day, Rick and Alpha. Thanks. I'm only gonna be on for about another 10 minutes myself. Because well, I gotta go to work at leave to go to work at like 10:15. So I just come on, do this for uh, half an hour or so, and or an hour or so. But thank you. Oh yeah, thank you very much. The extra 10 minutes will help. There we go. This holding the spear is gonna be tricky. see what it's looking like outside. So we got to put the other leg in. We got to put in design on the shield. And we got to put the spear in. Otherwise, that guy's looking pretty good. We will. Okay, so I think that's about it for today. Yeah, I've got to work on him. So we'll be back on this maybe Friday. Not sure whether tomorrow or Friday. I'm gonna have to go down to my printer to pick up my new comics, so I can start hopefully getting them out next week. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you all later. Bye for now. Love you all. Have a great and wonderful day. Love you all. God bless. We'll see you tonight for Public Domain Wednesday. So bye for now. God bless.